announcing, let me ask you about QAnon. It is this theory that Democrats are a satanic pedophile ring and that you are the savior of that. Now, can you just once and for all state that that is completely not true and that disavow QAnon in its entirety?
I know nothing about QAnon.
This week, you retweeted to your 87 million followers a conspiracy theory that Joe Biden orchestrated to have SEAL Team 6, the Navy SEAL Team 6, killed to cover up the fake death of bin Laden. Now, why would you send a lie like that to your followers? You retweeted
That was a retweet. That was an opinion of somebody, and that was a retweet. I'll put it out there. People can decide for themselves. I don't take a position.
You're not like someone's crazy uncle who can just retweet whatever.
That was a retweet, and I do a lot of retweets. And frankly, because the media is so fake and so corrupt, if I didn't have social media, I don't call it Twitter, I call it social media, I wouldn't be able to get the word out. And the word is
false.
And you know what?
My friends, we have a bombshell news report, a whistleblower, a CIA whistleblower, dropping hard evidence that implicates Biden, Obama, Hillary, Brennan, that they actually executed SEAL Team 6 and covered it up, and there is audio, video, and documentary proof. Now, Anna Kate, she'll be joining me in just a moment. She tweeted out yesterday, and now the story is going viral across the web. She said, breaking, Alan Harrow Perot, CIA whistleblower, tells Charles Woods, the father of Tyrone Woods, who was killed in Benghazi, that Obama and Biden sent $152 billion as a cover-up for the deaths of SEAL Team 6. Alan said all of the proof will come out, documents and audio. Now, I'm going to play you the video that's attached here. Okay, video of the whistleblower's own words. But first, let's get some background. Carrie Donovan from DJHJ Media reports that the full interview of the CIA whistleblower, interviewed by Charles Woods and Nicholas Snow, surfaced on Sunday, where the three talk about the blackmail extortion of $152 billion sent to Iran to cover up the deaths of SEAL Team 6 by the Obama administration. Perot has extensive experience with the intelligence community, and he's planning on releasing the documents this week, and what he said are going to uncover numerous crime sprees. Now, I personally have confirmation that the whistleblower evidence is now in the hands of a member of Congress with the means to take action. And Perot said, of the evidence, a heavy price has been paid for what we are uncovering, and millions of people want to see the truth has to come out. Yes, the truth has to come out. Let's take a look now at the whistleblower before we get to Anna. We'll be right back with Anna after this.
You'd think he'd know not to lie about something so obvious. He said it was a Muslim burial at sea. Nonsense. And so this big lie that you see, Biden, Hillary, and Clinton worked this agreement with Iran. They trusted Iran to move bin Laden to Pakistan. He did. He was there. But then they trusted Iran to keep him there. They moved him out back to Iran. And then the communication from Iran to Obama was, hey, we got your neck in a noose. Give us all this money, $152 billion, $2 billion on an airplane pallet was paid out for the secrets I wish to reveal now and to the president under the terms of misprision and treason. That is to say, this is a secret. These are secrets worth $152 billion paid by President Obama. And Vice President Biden paid with the blood of SEAL Team 6 when he had them killed.
So it's blackmail and extortion then.
Blackmail and extortion.
Now,
Iran commandeered.
You have the documents to
yes.
This.
Yes.
Now,
Iran. Yes, sir.
Well, I was going to ask you, if you have those documents, are you willing to personally deliver those to President Trump if he were to provide the transportation and the guarantee of safety for you to do that?
Well, I'm not concerned about safety. There's always an invisible hand that protects us, and we're on the winning team. America's on the winning team.
Not one sparrow falls to the ground outside of God's will.
Yes. It would be my pleasure and my honor to bring this material to President Trump. There's a massive amount, terabytes, documents, video, audio. It needs to go to the president.
I will do everything that I can to get this video.
I know nothing about QAnon.
I just told you.
I know very little. You told me, but what you tell me doesn't necessarily make it fact. I hate to say that.
It's time for us to rise up and become a nation, period. And with that being said, I want to give a special shout out. Okay, I don't know who sent it because I got all of my mail forwarded to my new address. So I'm upset because I don't know who forwarded it. Because look at this. Y'all think I'm playing. I'm gonna be careful so I don't show an address, but this just a handful of letters. So I don't know who sent these, but I want to say thank you very much to my patriotic white friends out there. And I'm rocking this bitch right now. I have not put these hats on yet. I've been saving these hats for this very moment. And they sent flavors. Red. I got my white joint. Hold on, wait a minute. I got my white joint. All right. I got another red boy. And I got I think this the one. This one right here made me feel like I'm Stone Cold Steve Austin. I might have to wear this one right now for this motherfucking debate. Hold on. Wait a minute. Am I looking like I'm ready to cuss a motherfucker out? Wait a minute. Let me see. Hold on, y'all. I got to put my flavors on. Wait a minute. I don't know who sent this. If I did, I would definitely show you some love. If you sent me these hats, and you really sent me these hats, let me know on social media. Flag me down, get my attention, so I can show you some love. Because that's love. That's love, and you must appreciate love when let me tell y'all something, right? About love. People show you love in the ways of which they have. Okay. If you live in the ghetto and you broke, somebody gonna give you an ounce. If you a Christian, if you go to a Christian, they're gonna give you a Bible. And in this case, my white patriotic friends just gave me a Make America Great hat and a Keep America Great hat. But you know what? I'm gonna throw this one on. I think this the one for the night. Yellow. This hat just changed as soon as I put it on, this shit just altered my voice. As soon as I put this hat on, y'all, yellow. Yellow. You wouldn't happen to be a Biden fan now, would you, filler? You wouldn't happen to be one of them damn pedophilers now, would you? You wouldn't happen to be one of them human traffickers now, would you, filler? Yellow. All right, y'all, listen. We about to get it in. Today. We about to get it in. And I got my motherfucking MAGA hat on. Don't make me jump through this computer. November 3rd is almost here. Yellow. November 3rd is almost here. You heard? You better act like, and I wish them bitches would. Let me say this real quick. I ain't never been a voting type of nigga in my life, and I'm still ain't. I'm still not. But I wish you bitches would rig this motherfucking election. I wish you bitches would rig this motherfucking election. Rig this motherfucker if you want to. Bitch, I'm gonna be right out there with them. Yellow. Yellow. Hold on, let me throw my shit on this way. Hold on. Here we go. How I'm looking. There we go. Okay, there we go. Let's get it in.
If Trump gets elected, I really do believe in my heart there'll be a race war. That's why this message is not just to black people. You know what I'm saying? This message is to everybody. This man is really trying to turn us against each other and put us in a situation. America messed up.
Let me start off with P.Diddy, right? Diddy. Mr. Sodomizer, you do not represent we, the people. You will never make decisions for we, the people. We will never stand behind you. Hollywood and the music industry may stand behind you, but we, the people, will never stand behind you. We will never forget what you did to the band when you made them walk from one borough to the next borough just to get you a cake in bad weather and stand outside and torment and torture young kids for your pleasure. We will never forget that. We will never forget at the hands of you and your powerful bad boy label, we done lost Biggie and we done lost Pac. We will never forget the fact that everything Mr. Minus touch, P. Diddy, you're Mr. Minus touch. Everything that you touched for yourself, it turned to gold. And everybody else, well, look at everybody else. If Loon was being taken care of the way he was supposed to be taken care of, would he have ever ended up in the feds? Most likely he wouldn't, because he'd have been touring on top of the game. But we know how y'all do in the industry. Look at Craig, rest in peace, Craig Mack. G. Depp. Everybody that came through Bad Boy had a bad ending at the hands of your leadership. You are not qualified to do anything but be the selfish individual that you've been being throughout these years, P. Diddy. You don't make decisions for us. You don't decide who we vote for and what direction we looking in. You don't do that. People still trying to figure out what you had done to Kim Porter. Did I just say it? Well, everybody's saying it. I was the last to say it. I was trying to keep hope alive for you. People were trying to figure out what you had to do with Kim Porter and her untimely death.
Let's go ahead and talk about this situation that could be potentially going down between Diddy and Clive Davis. So guys, I'm hearing that the both of them are under investigation. So guys, listen, I reached out a couple of weeks ago to a reputable source asking them, questions in regards to Kim Porter. Now, listen, I'm not the type of person to jump on my platform without receipts, but due to the nature of the situation, I do not want to provide these receipts because I don't want to be responsible for putting anyone in harm's way. But I do have them on deck if I have to use them in the future. You know what I'm saying? So listen, this is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing that Kim Porter's family is just not happy, or they're just very restless about the nature in which Kim Porter prematurely left this earth. They believe that there's something else to it, and they always felt that way. It's also been said that they didn't want Kim Porter to move out to Los Angeles. Kim Porter had reservations about moving out to Los Angeles anyway to be closer to Diddy, right? Apparently, Kim wished she wasn't privy to the information that she had in regards to Diddy, and she always felt like she had to look over her shoulder. So in the past, right, when Kim was trying to work on a tell-all book, it was about her life and about the industry and things of that nature. People that were working with her, right, the writers, they would just suddenly just drop out and wouldn't want to work with Kim because apparently those writers were being contacted by Diddy and they were being told that, they don't want to do this. They don't want to work with her in regards to writing a tell-all book. Now, a lot of people are saying, well, it's been well documented that Kim was working on a children's book and she wasn't going to write a tell-all book to expose the industry and expose Diddy. Well, I will say this. Kim was not working on a children's book at the time when everything went down with Kim, right? When that unfortunate situation happened. She was working on a tell-all book. And here's the thing. She cannot tell her story without talking about Diddy. Diddy played an integral part in her life, right? They got kids together. They were dealing with one another for years. So she can't tell her story without talking about Diddy. And that is what had Diddy nervous. Diddy didn't know what Kim was going to say, what details she was going to expose, and so he was always on edge. So Diddy coerced Kim into thinking that if she moved out to LA, it would be better for him and her, and he would be closer to the twins. But all along, he wanted Kim closer to watch her every move, right? To micromanage Kim because Kim was working on this tell-all book. So you should consider asking yourself this question, like, Isn't it mighty funny that Kim was out in Los Angeles for only a year and a half and then all of a sudden things went haywire, right? She was only out there a year, right? And so that is funny in itself. And I know you have some people that will say, oh, well, it could just be a coincidence. I say that it could be evidence in an upcoming trial. That's what I say. Now, I've also been told that Diddy was a little bit too free-hearted than he normally is towards Kim's family during the memorial, right? Like he wanted to buy this and he wanted to fund this and give money for that. And the family was like, no, we're good. You know, we don't need any money. Now they're saying that later on, they didn't say how long after the fact, that Diddy actually contacted the family and was trying to get them to sign NDAs to not disclose information that Kim may have told them about anything that went on in their relationship. How many times do I have to tell you all that Al B. Sure was not crying for nothing? He was not crying for nothing. Why do you think that he was forced to take his post down when he spoke on Kim Porter? How he felt in his soul that it wasn't right. You know what I'm saying? It's because Al B. Sure knows the truth. Now, let me go back a sec, right? I'm not sure if the family, if Kim Porter's family, and when I say family, I'm talking about her family from Georgia. I'm not sure if they signed NDAs or not, but I do know that they're fearful, and I do know that they've contacted an investigator behind the scenes to try to find out what's going on. Now, let me say this. Let me just say this, okay? We're going to say alleged. Everything in this video is alleged, but I do feel that this is coming from a reputable human being, a very high character human being, somebody that would know some type of deep information like that. You know what I'm saying? Just keeping it all the way 100. Now, it's also been said that Kim reached out to friends and family once she came down with the flu, right? So they said that, you know, she ultimately contracted pneumonia. But according to friends and family, right, they're saying that Kim said that she had never ever felt so bad in her life. Now, of course, when people get sick, if you never had that feeling, of course you're going to say that. But I think it's worth noting and paying attention to, right? The fact that she said that she never ever felt like that in her entire life. She's never felt that she could not take one step after she got out the bed. Now, as far as Clive Davis goes, I'm just shocked that he's lasted this long as a free man, because this is one dirty individual in the music game, and he has puppets like Jay-Z and Diddy and so many more in the industry. But I don't know if my audience is familiar with a singer from back in the 60s called Janis Joplin.
Honey, but it never ever, no, it never shone on me, no, no.
But anyway, Janis Joplin, right? She left us October the 4th, 1970. Clive Davis signed Janis Joplin. He was responsible for Janis Joplin's career and things of that nature. So there's some sloppy evidence, according to what I'm hearing, that has been left behind, and it's gaining some traction. So they're saying that Janis Joplin had went to Clive and she wanted to actually leave. She didn't like the way she was being treated. She was being forced to do things that she didn't want to do, and she wanted to break out on her own. As soon as Janis Joplin came to the conclusion that she no longer wanted to work with Clive, boom, October the 4th, 1970 happened. All right, so that is what's going on with that. Now, I do want to read you all what Jaguar posted, okay? This is what Jaguar Wright said. I'm coming at Clive Davis. There is no stopping me. At Diddy can't stop me. He's busy trying to figure out how to evade the charges coming. And they're coming. Please believe me, at Rip Andre Harrell is conveniently indisposed at the moment, but you know that. So who you going to run to deal with me other than God? Go to God, confess your sins, and retire ASAP. Otherwise, well, you saw how it ended for Bill at the end of this clip. Nothing but death could keep me from finishing your illustrious career as headhunter for the lost and godless. At Ava, how did none of your investigations lead back to Clive? Or have you been paid to avoid the real targets, unless you're a total idiot? But everyone always says how smart you are. Hashtag hashtag WCW meeting USA, hashtag Me Too Miss Who 2020. And there was another hashtag applied to that actual Instagram post, but I'm gonna leave that one alone. But anyway, Jaguar Wright is putting the pressure on Diddy, and she's coming for Clive as well. Now, Clive and Diddy are both responsible for a lot of men and women being violated in the industry, right? We all know that. And so there's a lot of people that are coming out behind Jaguar Wright's movement, and they're starting to talk and they're starting to tell their truth. Now, I want to emphasize again that this information is alleged, but I will say this: I can't believe that the individual that contacted me actually contacted me. Like, I was shocked, you know, that I got an email from this particular person. And so what I'm saying is, I do trust this information. But anyway, we're just going to say that it's alleged.
People were still talking about that stampede that happened in that party that you threw, that people call it the blood sacrifice that got you in the gates, or rather the house of Satan. You know, the music industry, Satan's house. Yeah, we know it's the end days. The truth is coming out. So P. Diddy, listen, understand something. It's a little too late for you and the rest of these celebrities to decide that y'all gonna come together and get money from either one of these parties to represent us, because y'all been had the money. You already a billionaire. Your money is not being spent to uplift the black people, but you want to make black decisions? No. There you have it. We ain't even got to be long-winded with this. Matter of fact, I might do a whole live breaking down Diddy and what he did and what he didn't do, and all of the people that was a casualty of war behind Death Row and Bad Boy Records. Damn near every artist that came through Bad Boy, look at them doing bad. And you supposed to represent us? No, absolutely not.
We're in a war. This shit is not a fucking game. Everybody needs to wake up. I'm ringing the alarm. A lot of things have gone on since then. None of us expected. Everybody. Everybody. You know, this man is really trying to turn us against each other and put us in a situation. When you move in fear, you don't have any leverage. We're in a war. We're not taking this like it's a war. We're taking this like, oh, we're in a presidential election. No, we're in a war of love versus hate. The number one priority is to get Trump out of office. But God had different plans for him. God wanted to use him in this moment for change. He wanted to use Trump to expose the level. Let's get Trump out of office. If Trump's in office, there's going to be bloodshed.
Recently, Diddy came out with this thing called the Black Political Party, right? The launch of it, right? So he wants to start a black political party. Now, as many of y'all that's been following people with the likes of, you know, a lot of people that y'all would consider conspiracy theorists, and you've been hearing all this stuff about, you know, the dark state and, you know, pedophilia, Hollywood being shut down, adrenochrome, and all this other stuff, right? Some of y'all believe it, some of y'all don't, right? I always sit here and tell y'all about the dark side, which this nigga's damn near Darth Vader. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's like under the emperor and shit. You know what I'm saying? So when I seen this, my thing was, this is the same nigga that told us to hold our vote, right? This is the same dude that told us, like, you know, he acting like he don't rock with Trump. And we know he do. If you just saw my Instagram, I've seen you, showed you plenty of times him hanging with Trump. And some people say, oh, people take pictures with him all the time. Yeah, all right, but I showed you at least 5 different occasions, all right? That's a little more, I just met you once. You know what I'm saying? And whatever. The other thing is, he tells us to hold our vote, right? But this is the same dude that was capping for Obama, same with Jay-Z, Beyonce, Mary J. Blige. Everybody was capping for the Democrats back when Obama was running, Diddy included. What did Obama do for black people? Y'all had a black man in the office for 8 years. What did y'all get him to do? He did more for the gay community than he did anything for black people, period. That's why we here with all this stuff going on. Why didn't y'all was so black powerish when y'all had the black man that was in the office and Biden was with him? Biden was with him. Y'all had all that time then. So I'm confused. You know what I'm saying? So now y'all so old, so pro-black. And oh, if Trump wins, it's going to be a race war. Y'all said that 4 years ago. No race war happened when Trump won. You know what I'm saying? And stop what you call it. Stop putting that in people's heads. You know what I'm saying? Y'all keep putting that in people's heads, like trying to incite a race war. No, it's not going to be no goddamn race war. And stop trying to paint that picture, brother. You know what I'm saying? Let's get into it. Let me show y'all this. And then he does this interview with Charlamagne. So you know, we can't trust neither one of these niggas. You know what I'm saying? They both got biased opinions.
Our democracy is at a pivot point. Economically, we've got 170,000 Americans dead. There is no good reason not to vote. You cannot sit on the sidelines.
You're paid for by Biden.
If Trump gets elected, I really do believe in my heart there'll be a race war. That's why this message is not just to black people. You know what I'm saying? This message is to everybody. This man is really trying to turn us against each other and put us in a situation. America messed up.
And those on YouTube or y'all out there on you, y'all record this while I'm doing it. Because being that I'm using this, you already know they're going to flag it. So when this stream is over on my YouTube, I'm deleting it. So if you can record it and y'all want to repost it, y'all go ahead and do it. I give y'all permission on just this video right here. You know what I'm saying? I know even on Instagram, I know once I end it, they're going to dead it. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all can record it, all right? Here we go.
And you've been talking for a minute about
and this right here is a costume. This nigga with the pick in his hair, trying to dress like a regular nigga with the white tee, and like this is a costume. We know how Diddy dress and fly. And oh, by the way, Diddy, you make up good, nigga. You make up good. You clean up good. That's what they say. You clean up good. You clean up good, nigga. We know you look like the wolf. You went back to your dye and everything. You clean up good, nigga. Let's move to it.
It up and some real talk, you know what I'm saying, where it's not with the whole social media effect. Like when I look at the videos of like, you know, Malcolm, Martin, Stokely, you know what I'm saying? I wish I could have seen a black man conversation. I couldn't have talked to nobody about what we want to talk about but you. You know what I'm saying? That's a testament to your journalism. Man, you're an inspiration to me.
I want to see where you at. I want to see where you at. You know,
his testament to his journalism. This bias nigga, really? Y'all all in the same coat, nigga. Come on, man. You was better off doing it with me, which you know you couldn't have did that. And this video is mad cut up edit. You're gonna be seeing jumping like these niggas. Like this ain't no straight through conversation. This shit go from day to night. Like they put this shit together. I don't know who put Puff up to this, but yeah, okay.
Sparked a crazy conversation. And you told everybody to hold their vote.
Yeah.
I want to see where you at with it.
So a couple of months I told everybody hold their vote hostage. A lot of things have gone on since then. None of us expected. I think this president has done a great job of rattling America. When you move in fear, you don't have any leverage. The way I felt before is the way I still feel. Things have got too serious of a point. Seeing what's going on, white men like Trump need to be banished.
What's a white man like Trump that need to be banished? Is he saying what? He's a racist? Racists need to be banished? What is he saying when he say that? White men that's for God, for the sake of good, need to be banished?
That way of thinking is real dangerous. This man literally threatened the lives of us and our families about going to vote.
Stand back and stand by.
Stand back and stand by.
Yeah.
We're in a war. We're not taking this like it's a war. We're taking this like, oh, we're in a presidential election. No, we're in a war of love versus hate.
We're in a war of good versus evil.
One priority is to get Trump out of office. The tribe of people that have the responsibility.
Now he said,
we're in a presidential election. We're in a war of love versus hate. The number one priority is to get Trump out of office. The tribe of people that have.
Why is it the number one priority to get Trump out of office? Where you been at, man? We like 2 weeks to the election, Puff. Diddy Bop, P.Diddy, Puff Daddy, whoever you want to be. Like, where was you this whole year, nigga? We 2 weeks away from the goddamn election, and now you talking this? But you was up there dancing for change for when the COVID thing hit. You wasn't thinking about this then? Who putting you up to this, Puff? Y'all in trouble, huh? Okay.
Responsibility and really should be scared to death of this man is white people.
Explain.
If this man is elected, we're not standing by no more getting killed. We're not scared of anybody standing up and standing by. We're on the verge of a race war. If people in America want a race war, they'll not vote. I'm an independent, first of all. When I vote, I try to do what's best for my community.
Let's be clear on that.
This race war, bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Trump is in the war office right now. Where is the race war out here right now? He's in there now. If he gets reelected, you tell me the race war is going to start? Why isn't the race war out here now? The race war is within our own community. Blacks killing blacks. It ain't no motherfucking clans in this goddamn day and time running through our neighborhoods killing us. We killing each other. The race war is with ourselves. So don't think that this bullshit, this nigga talking about, oh, you know, if this man gets elected, it's going to be a race war. He's in the office right now. He's in there now. What the fuck are you talking about?
You're not standing behind your decision to hold your vote anymore. You want people to go out there and vote.
It would be irresponsible of me to have us hold our vote hostage. But it would also be irresponsible of me to just let this moment go by. The world is watching, and not do everything I can to make sure that going forth that we're a part of the narrative, that we own our politics.
Now, this right here, I'm going to tell you where this inspiration came from. There's this kid named O'Shea Jackson from California, South Central. Y'all might know him as Ice Cube. He's been out here creating a lot of dialogue and putting a plan together for black people to go to these politicians. Ice Cube came with his plan. He went to Biden, he went to Trump. Biden said, yo, man, if I get elected, man, I'll talk to you about that shit, man. I ain't talking to you about that right now. Trump said, hey, O'Shea, let me see what you got. Okay. Yeah, we didn't have that in there. I think this is a good idea, O'Shea. You know what? Cube, you're an intelligent guy. We're going to implicate what you got here and put it in. We didn't think about that. You know what I'm saying? But we appreciate you for bringing something to the table and not just running off at your goddamn mouth talking. So when this nigga right here sees that Cube gets a response from Trump and Trump replies back and takes some of his ideas, oh, nigga, we got to get a part of that. This nigga Cube about to get a check. That's what he see. Hey, yo, this nigga Trump ain't no racist. He talked to Cube. Oh, shit, he took his ideas. Yo, I know he got a check for that. Yo, they going to let Trump, they going to let Cube in the White House. Now, y'all trying to fucking depict Cube as some type of sellout or some Trump supporter. You know what I'm saying? So he's selling out because Trump listened to what he had to say. He's not no goddamn sellout, y'all stupid ass, ignorant ass niggas. Don't listen to these niggas and the motherfuckers at the Breakfast Club talking about Cube sold out or he's a Trump supporter. He's support if Trump is willing to take don't think Cube came up with this shit by himself. He sat down with a whole bunch of people, black people, and put this shit together. He ain't do this shit by himself, and they figured it all out what we need. They went and got a response from Trump. Biden told him, nigga, kiss my ass. If I get elected, I'll do it. Now, let me ask you. If your fucking car was fucking up, right, and you take it to a mechanic, right, and you don't know if this motherfucker could fix it or not, are you going to take your car, pay for it in full, or vote for this nigga, and then hope that he could fix your car? And then you come back, he tell you, yo, man, we can't fix it. You already paid your money. You already voted for this nigga. After he's in, you think he give a fuck? How many of us done got fucked by people after the fact that we done did some shit for them? Plenty of us. Motherfuckers, they say they gonna keep their word and they don't fucking keep their word. And Puff want us to vote for Biden? A nigga that's talking about, yo, I'll holler at you if we get in. And then Trump gives Q time of day, even reads his shit. How many of y'all motherfuckers submitted a script or some shit to somebody and they never read it? Reads his idea and implicates it into his platinum plan for black people. It says black people. You know what I'm saying? What do Biden got for black people? Nothing.
And so I'm launching one of the boldest movements that I've ever launched. And it's called Our Black Party. Okay. It's time for us to have our own black political party, unapologetically. Because right now, if you look at the debates, we're not even a part of the conversation.
Now he want to launch this. This is the same nigga in 2004 had vote or die. So you tell me 16 years later, the fucking bell rang in your head that you should be doing the black political party? Nigga, get out of here. Sean, good looking for the donation. Joke, no jokes, cash out.
We're not a part of the conversation. We don't have any political power. We don't have any political leverage. And so we started Our Black Party with some young, fearless black activists, elected officials, and
Now, when he say we started our black political party, somebody else already had all this shit written up and brought it to this nigga, and probably been brought it to him a while ago, and the nigga ain't fuck with it. And then when he seen Q get that response, yo, call them niggas back that had that black political party shit. Talking about there's a bunch of young motherfuckers that oh, so y'all just put this together like this, bam, 2 weeks before the election. Nigga, get out of here. Somebody already had that shit together.
Stepped up and put the money behind it.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. He just stepped up and put the money behind it. Somebody brought it to his ass and then brought it back to his ass.
we're not even a part of the conversation.
Not at all.
We're not a part of the conversation. We don't have any political power. We don't have any political leverage. And so we started Our Black Party with some young, fearless Black activists, elected officials, and I've stepped up and put the money behind it. This is the
Y'all seen that edit? He had to cut that in, and that was a lot.
Some young,
watch the edit.
Fearless Black activists, elected officials,
right here,
and I've stepped up and put the money behind it.
See it?
This is the biggest threat and the only option that we have right now as far as making a change, taking our own self-responsibility and accountability to be educated and empowered with our vote.
So what's the goal for Our Black Party?
Our Black Party's number one goal is to unify behind a Black agenda. That's
Dan Daria, thank you for the cash out. Appreciate it.
You could be a part of the Democratic Party, the Republican Party, you could be an independent, but if you're Black, you wasn't born Republican, you wasn't born Democrat, you wasn't born.
Now, I think you could all do some research, and I believe Blacks were Republicans first, right? Is that true or false? To my recollection, I think Blacks were Republican first, and then the Democrats came in with the KKK and all that other stuff and got Black people become Democrats. Charles, good looking. Thanks for the cash app. This nigga's full of crap.
Independent, you was born Black. And we have to seize our political power because it'll just be more the same. Being pushed this way, being pushed that way, and we expecting a different result. But the definition of insanity is like doing the same thing over and over the same way, expecting a different result, and it's not going to happen. So we have to change the tone. We got to start with us stepping up and really taking the responsibility and accountability to be a part of this political movement.
The hardest part of that is going to be getting other Black people to...
Nigga, where was y'all niggas at? Where's you at y'all when Obama was there? Jay-Z, Beyonce, Mary J. Blige, all y'all niggas was all up on stage with when Obama was running. Like, y'all was all, why y'all not involved in this now? Or is everything that we hearing true about this pedophilia and everything with Obama and them allegedly, Hillary Clinton allegedly, because y'all was standing next to them? Could y'all be in trouble too? Because y'all was hanging with Obama. New Life Foundation, good looking. You know what I'm saying? Y'all was standing next to them for 8 years. Puff, I don't know what happened with you and Obama, but you kind of fell back, and it was just Jay and them running around with Obama and them. You know what I'm saying? So something happened between you and Obama that you don't rock with Obama, but that's besides the point.
Buy into it.
This is not for all Black people. You know what I'm saying? This is not for the scary ones. This is for the ones that want to move things forward and want to get to the smoke. A Black person spends an average of like 5 hours on Instagram a day. If you could give Instagram that time, 15 minutes you could give to educating yourself. And Our Black Party's that platform. So when we get down to the local elections, when we get down to the school board, we get down to the judges and the justices, that's so confusing for us. We've never played this game. This is another level of gangster. But I played this game before, you know? I started in 2004 with Vote or Die, and this is the evolution of that thought, of that empowerment, of that independence, of us taking...
2004. Michelle, good looking. Thanks for the cash app. It's 16 years later. You started out in 2004. 2004, you started out with Vote or Die. It's 16 years later, and you want to start the Black political party now? Come on, man. Who putting you up to this, man? Why is it an urgency for y'all to do this to get Trump out of office? Because he get 4 more years, all y'all going to be in jail.
Self-accountability, so we're not caught with our pants down like this election, Right now, we're not going to get nothing. We caught with our pants down. We're not organized. We're not ready to really take this on.
Hold up, let me ask you, what's the difference between vote or die Diddy and hold your vote Diddy? And what occurred between those two phases that made the change happen?
I went through the experience of politics. I played the game with the Democratic Party. The people that I went and campaigned for, after they got elected, I don't feel like they really did anything to change the reality of Black people. Like that.
Wait, nigga, I'm tired of you. See, this is why niggas don't like me. And y'all fucking be calling me a fucking hater. Cause I gotta say a nigga name. Nigga, say fucking Obama ain't do shit for Black people. Say the shit, Puff. That's what the fuck you saying. You helped get Obama in the fucking office and he ain't do shit for Black people. All he did shit for was gay people. Earl Davis, good looking. Thanks for the cash app. Fuck you. Just say it, Puff. Say that motherfucking name, man. He ain't do shit for us. Motherfucker.
Between those two phases that made the change happen.
I went through the experience of politics. I played the game with the Democratic Party. The people that I went and campaigned for, after they got elected, I don't feel like they really did anything to change the reality of Black people. Like I was blessed enough to find God come to me and tell me my purpose. And he told me my purpose is to play a part in saving the Black race. The Vote or Die Diddy was about politics and, you know, trying to be supportive. And also, you know, they kind of guilt us in the votings, you know, but.
And don't y'all get it effed up. His God ain't our God. His God is Satan. Don't get it screwed because he say the word God. His God. His God is different.
As I evolved,
his God leads you the sheep to the slaughter. That's what he's here for. Now, this nigga said Obama ain't do shit for Black people, right? Who was under Obama? Biden, which means they didn't do shit for Black people. So why would we fuck with Biden right now? And y'all telling me Biden's not a fucking racist and he's on record being a racist more than Trump? Even if you feel Trump's a racist, who you rather have in the office? A racist or alleged pedophiles?
I realized this is a business. This is a transaction. This is the closest thing to the streets than the streets that I've seen.
That's why I don't think there's nothing wrong with.
He's seen that when Ice Cube got the reaction. Oh, there's a business. That's why he doing this now, because now he about to jump in so he can get some bread. You know what I'm saying? He never thought what Ice Cube did was going to be effective. All them niggas probably was looking at Cube like he was crazy. You know what I'm saying? You too probably was looking at Cube like, yeah, all right, Cube, whatever. That motherfucker got that response. Nigga was like, oh shit. They took his ideas. You know what I'm saying?
You know, they kind of guilt us in the votings, you know. But as I evolved, I realized this is a business. This is a transaction. This is the closest thing to the streets than the streets that I've seen.
That's why I don't think there's nothing wrong with asking these politicians for something for your vote.
Yeah, you can't keep on giving your power away for free. You know, this is Black insanity. We keep on doing the same thing over and over, the same way, expecting a different result. Now we in a trick bag, as my mother would say. You know what I'm saying?
Explain that.
You know, that's old Harlem hustler lingo, is when you're in a situation like in a catch-22 between COVID hitting us and because we weren't organized for this election, we have no choice now to get Trump out of there. It's a shame and it's our responsibility that we did not get anything out of.
With the COVID hitting and Trump cracking down on Hollywood and pedophiles and all this satanic shit. That is the urgency to get Trump out of here. All right. Remember, Trump ain't no goddamn politician, y'all. He never been in politics at all. Always keep that in mind.
Putting Biden in the place he's in after the primaries.
He gave us Senator Harris as the VP. I mean, those are some of the things we were asked.
Because we weren't organized for this election, we have no choice now to get Trump out of there. It's a shame and it's our responsibility that we did not get anything out of putting Biden in the place he's in after the primaries.
He gave us Senator Harris as the VP. I mean, those.
He just said, yo, it's a shame that we ain't getting nothing out of putting Biden in place. So why the fuck are you would tell us to vote for this motherfucker? Why are we voting for him again, Puff? You said him in 8 years, him and Obama ain't do shit for us. We put him in the primaries. He made him a president-elect. He didn't do shit for us. And why are we voting for him again?
Some of the things we were asking for. Black agenda could be way stronger. Way stronger.
His black agenda could be way stronger. So you and Charlamagne both agree that Biden ain't fucking doing nothing for black people, right? But Trump got a platinum plan. At least he got something. Do you get it? And he's working with our people to put it in place. Biden has fucking nothing for us. You telling me you choose because you think Trump, or you feel, or even if Trump is a racist, over a motherfucker that ain't gonna do shit, or got a plan for you? And I'm not capping for Trump, but shit, when I tip the motherfucking scales, I'm damn sure leaning on our orange side, goddammit. Because these motherfuckers, they saying it right in our face. This motherfucker ain't good for us. Right here, they saying it.
He said he put a black woman on the Supreme Court. We don't even know if that's going to happen now.
See, he said he was going to put somebody black on the Supreme Court, but we don't know if that's going to happen now because he didn't pick him. Because he's stalling y'all niggas out till y'all fucking vote him in, and then all the stuff that you expected, you're going to get there and your car is not going to work. And you're not getting your money back. No refund. For those who's here early enough to know the analogy I'm talking about.
Hey, when you look at it, we don't have no choice. You know what I'm saying? You can say what you want about Biden.
What do you mean?
Out of
this nigga say, yo, you look at it, we don't have a choice. No, we do have a choice.
After the primaries.
He gave us Senator Harris as the VP. I mean, those are some of the things we were asking for. Black agenda could be way stronger. Way stronger. He said he put a black woman on the Supreme Court. We don't even know if that's going to happen now.
Hey, when you look at it, we don't have no choice. You know what I'm saying? You can say what you want about Biden. I can't say I love the pick either, but hey, we got to get him in office, and then we got to hold him accountable.
So how do we?
What? So I'm going to hold a mechanic accountable for fixing my car that can't fix it. Just because he told me he could do it? This nigga just said, yo, it don't matter. We're going to vote him in the office and then hold him accountable. Why are we going to do that, Puff? How are we going to hold him accountable? What you going to do? What you going to do to hold him accountable if he don't do what the hell you said? What can you do if you already voted him in? This nigga just said it don't even matter. We got to vote him in and then hold him accountable. What? That's the same shit that motherfucking Biden told Ice Cube. Nigga, I'll talk to you when I get in. For him to be like, who? Who? Ice Cube? Who's that? I don't know him. Nah. Hang up.
Well, black agenda could be way stronger. Way stronger. He said he put a black woman on the Supreme Court. We don't even know if that's going to happen now.
Hey, when you look at it, we don't have no choice. You know what I'm saying? You can say what you want about Biden. I can't say I love the pick either, but hey, we got to get him in office, and then we got to hold him accountable.
So how do we do that? In addition to voting, what else is Sean Combs going to do?
From Trayvon Martin, I've been trying to figure out like how can we end this? Trying to think about solutions, because you could be angry and you could march, you could protest, and people could hear you, but that don't mean that they're making any changes. So for me, it was us looking within ourselves and saying, let's not wait for these people to come and save us. Let's not wait for the Democratic Party. Let's not wait for government. Let's own our politics. Black politics. We need to own that. We need to have a platform, an institution that's going to support and breed young Black politicians and social leaders that have integrity, not just in the quiet rooms, publicly.
One question about race and the further this
One question about race, and I was hurt. I didn't feel like Joe Biden really defended us. I want to make sure we don't miss the importance of this time.
Once again, in the mention of race, he didn't feel like Biden represented us. So what the fuck are we voting for him for again? But Trump got the platinum plan, meeting with Cube, right? Biden ain't say had nothing for us in the debate, but we should be voting for him. You got to know they need to get Trump out of the office, because these niggas is in trouble. Because none of this shit is making sense. You telling me this is the worst nigga for us, but we got to get him in and get that nigga out. Why? Because he's a racist? Who gives a fuck if he's a racist? If he getting ready to give us reparations? Fuck you talking about, nigga. You bugging.
A political party. We wasn't born Republican and Democrat. We don't even get we don't get talked about. We're not a topic of conversation.
How we not a topic of conversation? How we don't get talked about? What is this dude talking about? You gotta know his manipulation. Ain't this whole Black Lives Matter shit going on? Where is this nigga at? In the bunker somewhere? With all this Breonna Taylor, George Floyd shit going on, we got white people protesting, putting up a fucking black fist. And this nigga said we ain't being talked about. We ain't in the conversations. And Trump put a platinum plan together. We not being talked about. Where is this nigga at? What world is this nigga living in?
And we can stand by and keep on doing the same thing. Yes. Right now, let's stay focused on Trump. But let's start to fight for our futures. And politically, the only way to do that is by what we're doing with our Black Party.
So what impact do you hope to have on political interest with our Black Party?
You know what it's about? Is like-minded people being able to have a place that they can meet and they can contribute. Because it's not about one person. This whole thing is set up on unity. Will we be able to finally have Black unity? Because if we don't, we're on the verge of becoming extinct.
So what does Black political power look like to you?
Black political power, it's all rooted in the education, and to be in control of our destiny, not putting it in somebody else's hands that's coming from outside of the community or doesn't have the community's best interests at heart. And that's success. To me, it's the local election. It's not the presidential election. It's the local elections. In our neighborhoods, who's running our neighborhoods? Who are the judges that are being elected into office that's jailing us, that's keeping the same insanity?
That did Kamala Harris, Joe Biden. You forgot Puff when she was saying how many people went to jail? What are you talking about? The Democrats, the super predators? Brother Love, you're full of bullshit. You're full of bullshit. And just for the record, there are some rallies that you could go where Trump did denounce white supremacy. He got jammed up at the debate. But if you go look it up, it's a few rallies where he did denounce it. You know what I'm saying? Not capping for him, but if you go do the research, any of you, I guarantee you'll find a few of them.
We got to be able to bang on another sophisticated.
And there's plenty of footage of Biden clearly saying racist stuff. Look it up. You can find that as well.
Sophisticated level, and it's not hard to understand. This is not like a hard sell, but this is the most dangerous thing we could do. This is one of the biggest threats. This and us weaponizing our vote and weaponizing our dollar is a nightmare.
It's good. World. It's good to hear you say that because, you know, a lot of people initially, when you first said what you said about holding your vote, they immediately was like, Diddy's rich. He wants to see Trump in the White House because it helps rich folks like him. So they thought that you was trying to sabotage the election.
People don't really know.
Make my day.
I'm blessed that I have the money to start this political party. I'm not gonna make no apologies for how much cake I get. You know, that has empowered me, but I know once I get it, I'm going to fund the revolution.
You hear this motherfucker, yo? When he get the money, he ain't got no apology for all the money that he make or he get. And when he get the money, he gonna fund the revolution. Nigga, you are full of shit. You got a nigga out here in the homeless shelter right now that worked for you for 15 years, calling, begging you for help on the internet. The nigga begging you for money, Puff, and you gonna fund the revolution? This nigga living in a homeless shelter. This nigga here.
Black nationalists.
Like him. So they thought that you was trying to sabotage the election.
People don't really know me. Like, I'm blessed that I have the money to start this political party. I'm not gonna make no apologies for how much cake I get. You know, that has empowered me, but I know once I get it, I'm going to fund the revolution. I'm a black nationalist. Now, I'm unapologetically black. I have to take care of the tribe first.
Yo, who the fuck is believing this shit? You gotta take care of the tribe first, and all your artists out here fucked up, and this nigga calling you from a shelter, a fucking homeless shelter, and you can't give him 10 bands, and you got 800 million? Hold on, y'all. I need a 30-second woosah minute. Hey, look at this nigga face.
I'm blessed that I have the money to start this political party. I'm not gonna make no apologies for how much cake I get. You know, that has empowered me, but I know once I get it, I'm going to fund the revolution. I'm a black nationalist. Now, I'm unapologetically black. I have to take.
This nigga lying ass face. Nigga, this interview was the one time you needed to wear your goddamn shades, nigga. You needed your shades for this motherfucker right here, nigga. You are lying. We don't believe you. You need more people.
Take care of the tribe first. I cannot sit here and watch. This is my blood family. How you think I'm gonna be? I can't worry about nothing else. I love everybody. But right now, I gotta make moves and I gotta use my power.
You love everybody, man. That nigga worked for Bad Boy for 15 years, Puff. You gonna leave him in the homeless shelter? You love everybody. And this is a nigga that works for you 15 years. 15 years. You can't throw this nigga $1,000 for every year he works for you. You would really just see this nigga in a homeless shelter begging you for help, but you love everybody. Okay.
I cannot sit here and watch. This is my blood family. How you think I'm gonna be? I can't worry about nothing else. I love everybody. But right now, I gotta make moves and I gotta use my power for the advancement of Black people because we last.
Have you ever even thought about voting Republican for financial gain because of the tax bracket you're in?
No, that money's not all right. All I gotta do is get to action. I don't care if you understand it, you don't understand it. I'm a warrior. I've been in head to head with these folks in corporate America. You know what I'm saying? Like when they ask the question, is there systemic racism? And nobody answers the question. I'm like, yo, hold on. This systemic racism, they trying to keep their foot on the neck up to my level, up to Jay-Z's level, up to LeBron's level. It's an illusion of inclusion by just a couple of us. So I could sit back here in the crib, but I'm not with that. I'm from that same block. I'm a frontliner. I'm with the smoke at any time, no matter where my address is at. We're in a war. This shit is not a fucking game. Everybody needs to wake up. I'm ringing the alarm. I'm having to start right now to organize.
Nigga. Shout out to Ice Cube for inspiring this nigga. Yo, Cube, you put a battery in this nigga back. Oh my God, Cube. You put a battery in this nigga back. You is Huey P. Newton to this nigga, Cube. Shout out to Ice Cube. O'Shea Jackson. Shout out to you, man. You have inspired a goddamn movement, nigga. You lit the motherfucking match for the revolution to begin. Even though this nigga's full of shit. But you inspired it. You inspired it. Shout out to Ice Cube. If it wasn't for Ice Cube, you wouldn't have this shit right here. It's fucking 3 days before the election. Get the fuck out of here.
So I could sit back here in the crib, but I'm not with that. I'm from that same block. I'm a frontliner. I'm with the smoke at any time, no matter where my address is at. We're in a war. This shit is not a fucking game. Everybody needs to wake up. I'm ringing the alarm. I'm having to start right now to organize and to come together, and so we can build our political army unapologetically for the things that matter to us.
Do you believe there's a way to vote and support like your personal interests and the interests of your people as a whole?
Yeah. See, when you at Our Black Party, we love free thinking, free minded.
It's a motherfucking lie. I'm free thinking. I'm free minded. I'm free speaking. Y'all niggas stop me from saying what the fuck I want to say and what the fuck I want to do. Fuck out of here, free minded. You would be fucking with me if you fucked with free minded, free thinking people. Fuck out of here, nigga. Fuck out of here.
And the interests of your people as a whole?
Yeah. See, when you at Our Black Party, we love free thinking, free minded.
Nigga, y'all the niggas that got everybody under fucking NDAs and confidentiality agreements. Fuck out of here.
People and individuals. That's all we want in life, is to be able to be free and to be able to think as free as we want. But
you cannot think free as you want. Y'all niggas blackball niggas that think as free as they want. The fucking knock this shit off, motherfucker. This nigga's bullshit.
Free thinking, free minded people and individuals. That's all we want in life, is to be able to be free and to be able to think as free as we want. But you have a responsibility to your people to ride on what they riding with for the betterment of the good of the whole overall tribe. We are a people that have been abused the most. And we got to start biting their legs off.
That's right.
You know, when they put their foot on our neck, we gotta start biting that shit off. When they shooting us in the back, we gotta start defending ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't nothing gonna stop unless you stop it. It's black insanity. We have to get off of this. We have to wake up and see what's going on. The world is watching.
Because it's such an easy conversation to have in regards to blackness. Whether it's the way coronavirus impacted our communities, whether it's police brutality, all those underlying conditions that the black community was already facing. Coronavirus exposed. So it's an easy conversation to have, and they're still not willing to have it.
Everybody should have the same opportunity.
Yeah, we all should have the same opportunity, motherfucker. We should have to fuck any of y'all niggas to have a fucking opportunity. We all should have the same opportunity. We shouldn't have to succumb to fucking homosexuality for us to fucking eat, nigga.
I mean, anything else is ungodly.
Exactly. Very ungodly.
Shift the conversation for a minute, though. Yeah. When you said to hold your vote, it did shift the conversation. So do you think that threat to hold your vote was more detrimental than beneficial? Because it sounds like you said
I think to hold your vote is the only leverage that we've imposed. You know what I'm saying? Besides that, we just fell in line. I mean, hold your vote was, you know, it's the tone that we should have had, but we didn't have it, and now we're in the trick bag. So we gotta, number one, Trump gotta go.
And then what?
We starting to take responsibility and we starting to invest.
If you just said all this shit about Biden, why does Trump have to go? If he's the better out of the two evils, why does Trump have to go? What is the urgency for Trump to go? What is the urgency for Trump to go? Y'all niggas in trouble. Y'all niggas in trouble. What is the urgency for Trump to go? Because he's a racist? You're being racist right now.
And our futures politically. A lot of us as celebrities, we have great platforms, and we have to lend those platforms that we have to the right social and political leaders, and we have to do it.
Hold on. What, nigga?
We in the trick bag. So we gotta, number one, Trump gotta go.
And then what?
We starting to take responsibility and we starting to invest in our futures politically. A lot of us as celebrities, we have great platforms, and we have to lend those platforms that we have to the right social and political leaders, and we have to do it together. We need to wake up. We don't have a seat at the table. We don't need to wait because it's low.
Hold on, nigga. As celebrities, y'all have a great platform and y'all need to use it for political change. Where the fuck are you and Jay-Z at? Where all the fucking money y'all niggas got and everybody in the fucking hoods that y'all grew up in is fucking struggling. What the fuck are you talking about, nigga? Where the fuck is Jay-Z and your ass at this whole fucking pandemic? Y'all niggas ain't riding around in their motherfucking van, truck, nothing, and gave out shit. Well, hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars. Fuck out of here.
Elections going on. There's people that are planning right now for the future. We're using this as a springboard to not just give our vote away. We're going to do what we have to do because it's between good and evil, but at the same time.
Didn't I tell y'all? Didn't I tell y'all? Didn't I tell y'all? You heard what he just said? Tell you this shit ain't about nothing else. It's about good and evil. And we know which side this motherfucker stands on. It's about good and evil, right?
Leaders, and we have to do it together. We need to wake up. We don't have a seat at the table. We don't need to wait because there's local elections going on. There's people that are planning right now for the future. We're using this as a springboard to not just give our vote away. We're gonna do what we have to do because it's between good and evil, but at the same time, we have to look out for ourselves.
So how can politics?
I'm telling y'all, he's subliminally talking to those. KT, good thing. Thanks for the donation. He's subliminally talking to those in the code with him. These motherfuckers gotta look out for themselves because it's between good and evil. They evil. They gotta look out for themselves because Trump about to jam us up. Check it. Telling you.
Do what we have to do because it's between good and evil, but at the same time, we have to look out for ourselves.
So how can politicians earn the black vote? I think a lot of times we put so much pressure on black voters to show up for politicians, but we don't put enough pressure on politicians to show up for us. So how can they earn our vote?
Neither candidate has earned our vote or has even tried. They haven't even gone to our community.
Yo, let me say something. Somebody just typed in here, black people can't be racist. If black people can't be racist, how can white people be racist? So were the black people prejudiced? All right, well, he prejudiced. Okay.
Communities. And I say our communities, the communities I'm from. I'm from where the roaches and the rats are. I live here now, and that's because, you know, this is God's will, and I work.
Puff, you from where the roaches and the rats are? I thought your father was a big-time drug dealer, and y'all had roaches and rats? Nigga, if you don't stop this bullshit, nigga, your artists were from the roaches and rats. I'm from roaches and rats, nigga. Fuck is you talking about roaches and rats?
On black
this nigga's reaching, yo.
But we don't put enough pressure on politicians to show up.
You ain't hear from all of them.
How can they earn our vote?
Neither candidate has earned our vote or has even tried. They haven't even gone to.
Neither candidate has earned our vote. This nigga keeps saying in every way but loose that Biden ain't fucking for us. But at least Trump got something. At least, even if he lying, at least he got a good ass lie for us. Biden ain't even got a lie for us. Kev, good looking.
On black voters to show up for politicians, but we don't put enough pressure on politicians to show up for us. So how can they earn our vote?
Neither candidate has earned our vote or has even tried. They haven't even gone to our.
How you say and hasn't even tried when Trump done fucking put this whole platinum plan together and sat down and met with Ice Cube? How? Your Instagram, this is going to end, but I'm going to come back on. But I'm live on YouTube right now. I know they're going to flag this shit. One second, y'all.
Communities.
Once again, shout out Ice Cube for this inspiration.
I'm from where the roaches and the rats are. Neither candidate has earned our vote or has even tried. They haven't even gone to our communities. And I say our communities, the communities I'm from. I'm from where the roaches and the rats are. I live here now, and that's because, you know, this is God's will, and I worked for it. But I still smell the pissy hallways. I still feel the.
Yo, what pissy hallways he just smelled? And his homeboy's building? Or when he went to go visit somebody? What projects did Puff grow up in that he smelled fucking the pissy hallways, nigga? Because I still smell the pissy hallways, nigga. Okay? I still got family in the hood. Nigga, when the last time you been on a fucking project elevator? Motherfucker, you full of shit. He fucking still smell of pissy hallways and the feel of roaches crawling on him. This nigga is trying to lead niggas into a fucking slaughter. Y'all yo. People, beware. Beware. This nigga is full of shit.
That has even tried. They haven't even gone to our communities. You know, I say our communities I'm from. I'm from where the roaches and the rats are. I live here now, and that's because, you know, this is God's will, and I worked for it. But I still smell the pissy hallways. I still feel the roaches. I still taste the cheese sandwiches. And so
this nigga said he still feels the roaches. Now, come on, y'all. Now, we all grew up with roaches. How often was roaches crawling on us, on our faces and shit, to the point where you would be traumatized today to be like, I still feel the roaches? That is not fucking realistic, nigga. Fuck out of here. Well, fucking roaches crawl on you, man. This nigga's full of shit, yo. Hold on real quick. Let me type in I'm live on YouTube. This nigga talking about he still feeling roaches crawl. Nigga, I grow roaches all my fucking life. I ain't never had no roaches crawling on me. He can still taste the cheese sandwiches. Yeah, nigga, because you fucking eating grilled cheese all your life, motherfucker. That's the only fucking cheese you fucking tasted. You ain't do it like us, where we had that block cheese and go to the corner deli and pay them niggas a few dollars to slice that shit up for us. You ain't live that life, nigga. Fuck you talking about? This nigga's full of shit. He can still feel the roaches crawling on him. This nigga's a fucking joke. How many of y'all had roaches crawling on y'all growing up? That shit might have happened maybe once in your whole goddamn life. Unless you had fucking, you lived in the roach motel. The fuck out of here. Roaches crawling on you. I still feel the roaches crawling on me. This nigga's full of shit, yo.
But I still smell the pissy hallways. I still feel the roaches. I still taste the cheese sandwiches. And so there's other people that are going through that and that are suffering. That's not in the illusion of,
like the nigga from Bad Boy that's in the fucking shelter right now eating cheese sandwiches. Where is roaches and rats in the shelter right now? He's still smelling the pissy hallways or fucking alleys when he can't go into the fucking shelter until it's time to let them back in. He got to still go piss on the street. And you won't get this nigga a few dollars to go get a fucking apartment and get this nigga a job? Ain't worked for you for 15 years? The fuck out of here, nigga. You smell the fucking pissy hallways. This nigga worked for you for 15 years and he fucking living in the pissy hallway with roaches and rats. Fake ass nigga. Brandon, good looking. For the cash app.
I live here now, and that's because, you know, this is God's will, and I worked for it. But I still smell the pissy hallways. I still feel the roaches. I still taste the cheese sandwiches. And so there's other people that are going through that and that are suffering. That's not in the illusion of everything going on the ground. We have a whole community of people, a mass of people that's living in poverty. And not everybody's black. It's all people that right now, you know, they need us to step up and to stand up and to do something to change the trajectory. So
and when did you come into this fruition, Puff? When did this light bulb go off in your fucking head, nigga? Not when you had 1 million, not when you had 10, not when you had 50, not when you had 100, not when you had 300, not when you had 650. When you got 800 some million, you came to that realization and you still ain't out here doing shit for nobody? Fuck out of here, nigga. Full of shit.
That's not an illusion of everything going on the ground. We have a whole community of people, a mass of people that's living in poverty. And not everybody's black. It's all people that right now, you know, they need us to step up and to stand up and to do something to change the trajectory. So if we have power, we gotta ride hard for the people that don't have the power.
I feel like you.
And where you been at? Where's Jay-Z at right now? All y'all niggas got the power. You hear this bullshit? And y'all motherfuckers be mad at me because I say Jay-Z name. That's who he's talking about. He just don't want to say his name, just like he didn't want to say Obama name. He talking about Jay. Like, yo, where the fuck you at, nigga? Say his name, nigga. Fake ass niggas.
Community of people, a mass of people that's living in poverty. Not everybody's black. It's all people that right now, you know, they need us to step up and to stand up and to do something to change the trajectory. So if we have power, we gotta ride hard for the people that don't have the power.
I feel like you're approaching this the way you would approach corporate America.
I'm really approaching it like a war. Like for me, the only way to really be honest about it is I have to declare war.
Noel, good looking. Thanks for the cash app. Declare war on who, Puff? Who are you declaring war on, Puff? You better watch your words, buddy. You better watch your words. Y'all hear what he's saying? Puff is declaring war. Let's see who he declaring war on.
You would approach corporate America.
I'm really approaching it like a war. Like for me, the only way to really be honest about it is I have to declare war.
But isn't that what you did to corporate America, so to speak?
Yeah, but anything that's, you know, that is about oppressing us and keeping us down, nah, I want to break his neck.
Did this nigga just say he want to break Trump's neck? This nigga said he wants to break Trump's neck. Anybody oppressing us, I want to break his neck. This nigga is cocky. This nigga said he wants to break Trump's neck. This nigga here is crazy.
Anything that's, you know, that is about oppressing us and keeping us down.
Brandon, good looking.
I want to break his neck. I want to run it out of town forever. So I'm not like, nah, this is what we doing. We're gonna do it legally. All right? We're gonna do it legally. We're gonna play y'all game, but we're gonna play that game better. Because these older cats that's running for office, these white-haired older cats, they about to be dead. These kids out here,
Another thing. Who is he talking about, y'all? These old hair, white haired motherfuckers is about to be dead. Remember the dude, the white hair with that had a fly on it? Because we know Trump ain't fucking white. Once again, he don't want to say, yo, Biden's about to die. So why would we vote Biden in knowing this motherfucker God will have to be there for 4 years? And this motherfucker came, he already got dementia now. So Kamala could be in the president's seat. This thing keeps giving us every reason not to vote for Biden, but saying we got to get Trump out of there.
We're going to do it legally. All right? We're going to do it legally. We're going to play y'all game, but we're going to play that game better. Because these older cats that's running for office, these white-haired older cats, they about to be dead. These kids out here, they want to live. They want to fucking thrive. they can't thrive if it keeps on going in this direction. And you know, this election is an example. This is a tipping point because they haven't talked about the youth and they haven't talked about black people. I haven't even heard.
Hey, yo. Y'all hear this bullshit? This is why you can't trust this motherfucker. This is why you can't trust this motherfucker. This nigga said they did not talk about the youth and they did not talk about the black people. Puff, have you heard of the Black Platinum Plan? The Platinum Package? They didn't talk about black people. They didn't talk about the youth. The nigga Trump didn't sign executive orders for the HBUs to go on. He didn't do nothing for the HBUs. You ain't hear nothing about the youth. That ain't about the youth. How about school choice, where they don't have to live in a certain school zone no more, and they could go to school in any district as long as the school is good. He didn't say nothing about the youth. What did Biden say? That's what Trump said. What did Biden say about the youth and black people? I just gave you the Platinum Plan. I just gave you the HBCU thing and the school choice. You know what I'm saying? What did Biden say or got for us? Oh, okay. You ain't hear nothing? Oh, you ain't listening then, nigga.
Yeah, the older cats, they about to be dead. These kids out here, they want to live. They want to fucking thrive. They can't thrive if it keeps on going in this direction. And you know, this election is an example. This is a tipping point because they haven't talked about the youth and they haven't talked about black people. I haven't even heard them talk about Latinos. They're not even talking about us. They're in a reality fucking freak show playing a game and people are losing their lives. And so that's.
This nigga is full of shit. Your people, Biden ain't talking about doing shit for black people. He has nothing for us. Ask Ice Cube. What are you talking about? And you want us to go vote for him? Okay, yeah, right.
That's why this time is so important. And this time for us to mobilize and to not be scared and to do something. Why have we never had our own black political party? Fuck that. We're doing it now. I don't care if it's just 1,000 of us. It's 1,000 real ones, which it should be millions. It should be every person that's a part of the community. You know, if you can sign up for Instagram, you can sign up for Our Black Party.
Sound to me like you think we're on the verge of a civil war.
If Trump gets elected, I really do believe in my heart there'll be a race war. And that's why this message is not just to black people. You know what I'm saying? This message is to everybody.
Trump is already elected. Trump is in the office right now. Where's the fucking race war, nigga? Y'all said that shit 4 years ago. Stop trying to fucking scare people into being Democrats and voting Democrat. Where's the fucking race war right at now? Why fucking white people ain't out here slaughtering black people on the street? Black people out here killing each other. Where's the race war? This nigga's in the office right now. He can tell niggas to go crazy right now. What the fuck are you talking about? He could have told motherfuckers to go crazy 4 years ago. Oh, he gonna do it now because he can't get reelected? He's in power right now, nigga. Y'all niggas gonna stop with the bullshit scare tactics. Shit is nonsense. Oh, shit.
At the hood with guns. So I don't know. You can sign up for Instagram. You can sign up for Our Black Party.
Sound to me like you think we're on the verge of a civil war.
If Trump gets elected, I really do believe in my heart there'll be a race war. And that's why this message is not just to black people. You know what I'm saying? This message is to everybody. You know, this man is really trying to turn us against each other and put us in a situation. And you got to understand, America messed up. They flooded the hood with guns. So I don't know this notion of we don't have guns.
They plotted to kidnap the governor of Michigan. White supremacists. So that what you're saying is.
And let's not forget about the First Step Act that Trump put in place, right? That been getting people out of jail for long convictions for bullshit ass cases. They got extra long ass sentences for fucking bullshit crimes and shit, and been getting them out and with job placements. Don't say he ain't did shit for us. God damn it. That's more than fucking Obama did. Like, get the fuck out of here.
True. Yes, it's going to.
And if it's going to be a race war, who's the race war between, Puff? Black and whites? We're with the Asians and the Mexicans and the Latinos and the goddamn the Haitians and the Dominicans and all these the Germans. What the fuck they all going to be doing in this race war? It's just going to be white against black, white supremacy against black. Where all the Orientals and all the other people, what are they going to be doing when this race war is going on? Who is it between?
Be violent. There's going to be problems, and he's stirring it up.
Yeah, and so I feel the way we can stop us from getting to that point of violence is all unifying together and voting him out. This whole thing is set up even at my level. You know what I'm saying? Even at the level of hip hop. Guns.
They plotted to kidnap the governor of Michigan. White supremacists. So that what you're saying is true. Yes, it's going to be violent. There's going to be problems, and he's stirring it up.
Yeah.
It's not going to be no fucking violence. It's not going to be no problem because it would already been going on. These niggas is perpetuating the beef like the goddamn East Coast, West Coast bullshit. Telling us about a fucking race war that don't fucking exist. Like, motherfuckers can't just go out their house right now and fucking start doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, who's risking their family's life and all this shit over the election? These niggas is full of shit. They trying to, like, motherfucking, the Democrats ain't got the motherfucking Antifa and the motherfucking Black Lives Matter movement out here starting up bullshit. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Guns.
They plotted to kidnap the governor of Michigan. White supremacists. So that what you're saying is true. Yes, it's going to be violent. There's going to be problems, and he's stirring it up.
Yeah, and so I feel the way we can stop us from getting to that point of violence is all unifying together and voting him out. This whole thing is set up even at my level. You know what I'm saying? Even at the level of hip hop. You know, things are set up to try to stop us from growing and being as great as we want to be. So the same thing with Revolt. I had to go and really go to war with all of the distributors. And people have fell in line, but it's not easy. It's not easy for me, for Jay, for Oprah. They still treat us like niggas. I don't want nobody to get it twisted. Whatever.
Here's where it gets interesting. Now, when he meant Jay and Oprah, this is how you know these motherfuckers is in trouble. Say they still treat them like niggas. No, y'all niggas ain't been treated like niggas. Y'all niggas been sitting at the table with these motherfuckers all the years. We get treated like niggas. Motherfucker, what the fuck are you talking about? Y'all treat us like niggas. Y'all been sitting at the table with these motherfuckers for years, nigga. Now they treat y'all like niggas? No, y'all niggas is in trouble.
As we want to be. So the same thing with Revolt. I had to go and really go to war with all of the distributors. And people have fell in line, but it's not easy. It's not easy for me, for Jay, for Oprah. They still treat us like niggas. I don't want nobody to get it twisted. Whatever we are right now,
and let me tell you something, Puff, too.
As we want to be. So the same thing with Revolt. I had to go and really go to war with all of the distributors. And people have fell in line, but it's not easy. It's not easy for me, for Jay, for Oprah. They still treat us like niggas. I don't want nobody to get it twisted. Whatever we are.
Let me tell y'all something, Puff. Sidebar, nigga. Y'all niggas production is so fucking weak. That's why y'all niggas need to hire me. Because your weak ass fucking niggas don't know how to produce. Fucking rule number 1, when you're fucking shooting a film, you make sure your fucking cameraman ain't in the fucking shot, you idiots. You always look for reflections. Why the fuck are we seeing the cameraman this whole fucking video, this whole interview? You fucking rookies. Y'all niggas is rookies. Look at the cameraman the whole fucking interview. Fucking rookies, man. That's why it's Revolt TV.
Right now, we could probably be 10 times bigger. So we starting right now with our political power, and then we're going to owning our economics. And war will be waged on corporate America that takes advantage of our dollars and thinks we're not going to fight back.
You think we spend too much time glorifying like rap and entertainment and athletics, and we weren't encouraging our kids to be elected officials, you know, be politicians, be police officers,
Sandra.
whatever it was. You think we spent too much time focusing on people on the wrong things?
Not at all. I think the people that have made it, it's important now that we don't become an illusion of inclusion. Okay. The people that made it are definitely points of inspiration globally. You know, because this is a global problem. You see what's going on in Nigeria. You see what's going on around the world. It's a global problem, the whole global diaspora. Us making it and hip hop being at the forefront and sports being at the forefront, that was a part of the evolution. And entertainment, now we have to break down the doors into other fields. You know, it has to go from inside out. So everybody we hire and people we do business with, we got to make sure that they really have African-American diversity. So we got to weaponize our vote, and we got to weaponize our economy. Right now, we're talking about the solution for the vote, for voting, and for politics. You're going to have to fight a war for us to own our economics, and we're going to have to fight a war for us to own our politics.
Biden's decision to pick Kamala Harris as his running mate, that didn't convince you that he was for the black community in any capacity?
First of all, Biden picked Kamala Harris for her skin tone. She's not an African American. She's not an Afro American. She is not a Negro. She is not black. She is not a nigger. That is to lead you sheep to the slaughterhouse. She's not a black woman. She's going to have her whole Indian cabinet in there once she gets in. Y'all are seeing her fucking skin color and think that she's black. She's not black.
So we got to weaponize our vote, and we got to weaponize our economy. Right now, we're talking about the solution for the vote, for voting, and for politics. You're going to have to fight a war for us to own our economics, and we're going to have to fight a war for us to own our politics.
Biden's decision to pick Kamala Harris as his running mate, that didn't convince you that he was for the black community in any capacity?
It was a historic, beautiful day, you know, and just having 3 girls and having them be able to witness that is great. It pushed me and moved me, you know, black women have, you know, got us to this point. To see him recognize that, I started feeling a little bit better. I think we all did start to feel a little bit better.
Diddy know this woman ain't black. This is why you know there's a whole agenda to get Trump out of there so these niggas don't go to jail.
And it's helpful that we will have her in there because we need to keep her and him accountable. And at least we have, somebody that we could dialogue with, somebody that we could relate to in office. But his cabinet is going to have to reflect that. And that's why, our Black Party is going to keep that pressure on. He has 4 years of pressure as we mobilize and we build this thing. We're going to be in their face, in the administration's face, talking about our agenda.
See, this is what makes Puff a racist, or since black people can't be racist, prejudice. Do it matter who the fuck is in the chair as the president? So you telling me if Biden loses, you don't want to have these same dialogues with Trump because you feel like he's a fucking racist? You think Ice Cube don't feel like he's a racist, but he's still going to go sit down and talk with him and have a dialogue and try to get something for us? Big Fizz, good looking for the donation. Like, Puff, who you talking to? So you're going to be all in the administration face if Biden and them win, but you don't want to have these dialects with Trump. You trying to lead us into a fucking dirt hole, nigga.
I refuse to believe that nobody from that camp reached out to you.
Me either.
Somebody that we can relate to in office, but his cabinet is going to have to reflect that. And that's why, you know, our Black Party is going to keep that pressure on. He has 4 years of pressure as we mobilize and we build this thing. We're going to be in their face, in the administration's face, talking about our agenda.
I refuse to believe that nobody from that camp reached out to you.
The regular, just the regular ways of, wanting to get celebrities to support it. It's not just about this election. I'm trying to come up with a solution for future elections.
So when you said,
now, he just said, yo, I refuse to believe that anybody reached out to you, either party reached out to you. And he's talking about, oh, yeah, but in the normal way, they want us to support. So when they reached out to you, why didn't you express all this fucking Black political party concern then when they try to reach out to you? If they reaching out to you and you so concerned, why ain't you expressing how you feel? Why wouldn't you talk to him?
As we mobilize and we build this thing, we're going to be in their face, in the administration's face, talking about our agenda.
I refuse to believe that nobody from that camp reached out to you.
The regular, just the regular ways of, wanting to get celebrities to support it. It's not just about this election. I'm trying to come up with a solution for future elections.
So when you said hold your vote, they reached out and they was like, well, how can we get you on board? How can we get you on?
I didn't have conversations. I don't really like, really getting on the phone and talking to politicians. I didn't meet and really talk to Obama until, after he was out of office.
Did y'all hear what he just said? I don't like talking to politicians. So why the fuck are we listening to you right now? Tell us who to vote for. And you didn't talk to Obama until he got out of the office. What the fuck are you talking to him and when he's out of the office for? What can he do now that he's out? This motherfucker was in there for 2 terms. Not just 1, 2. Y'all helped to get him elected. He gets in the fucking office and you don't talk to him until he's out of the fucking office? And we supposed to listen to you to go vote for Biden? Obama was in the office for 8 fucking years. Y'all made everybody go vote for this motherfucker. You just said earlier he didn't do shit for Black people. He was in office for 8 years. 8. And you didn't talk to him while he was in office on how to help Black people? And all he did was push in his gay agenda? Well, we supposed to listen to you right now, nigga.
Get you on board? How can we get you on?
I didn't have conversations. I don't really like, really getting on the phone and talking to politicians. I didn't meet and really talk to Obama until, after he was out of office. So with politics, I try to stay away from that. It's like Trump's camp tried to reach out. But my thing wasn't, how can I get one of them in office? My thing is, how can I end this Black insanity of us?
Trump and them reached out. He didn't want to talk to them, but he wanted to sit down and talk about how can I end this Black insanity. Why won't you have that fucking conversation with him, Puff? He's the fucking president of the United States reaching out to you, and y'all fucking calling this man a racist? How racist is he if he's reaching out to you to ask you for help? And you don't want to give it to him? You're not going to go speak to this man on our behalf? You fucking idiot. This nigga sounds stupid.
I didn't have conversations. I don't really like, really getting on the phone and talking to politicians.
Hey, yeah, as much as y'all don't want to fucking vote for Trump, and y'all feel like Trump is a racist, when you listen to this motherfucker and you know what he stands for and you know what he did to this people, this is why you know you got to vote for Trump. I don't trust this nigga. I don't trust him. And what he's saying, and none of this shit makes sense if you've been watching this shit from the beginning.
I didn't meet and really talk to Obama until...
This nigga say he ain't meet to talk to Obama until he was out of office. Trump reached out to him and he don't want to talk to him. When Trump is like, yo, Puff, come help me, man. You've been my friend all these fucking years. I need your help. Cause Puff fuck with the satanic side and Puff and Trump is working with God. Trust me.
Get you on board? How can we get you on?
I didn't have conversations. I don't really like, really getting on the phone and talking to politicians. I didn't meet and really talk to Obama until, after he was out of office. So with politics, I try to stay away from that. It's like Trump's can't try to reach out. But my thing wasn't, how can I get one of them in office? My thing is, how can I end this black insanity of us continuing to be a part of a team that doesn't love us? How can we create our own team?
Let me ask you a question. Will voting prevent bloodshed? Meaning like, okay, we get Trump out. Will that prevent bloodshed?
The only thing that will prevent bloodshed is if they stop killing us. I don't think that us as a people can handle like one more hashtag. I know we're at the breaking point. There's a new Negro, and that new Negro, that new black person is not scared. Is not fearful. They're not afraid to die. They understand that this is life and that violence has to be an option. What will give us some time to really step into the momentum of the unity and love is let's get Trump out of office. If Trump's in office, there's going to be bloodshed.
Well, then you want...
Whoa. Did this nigga just threaten the president of the United States of America? Did this nigga just threaten the president of the United States of America? If Trump is in the office, Francesca, thanks for the donation, it's going to be bloodshed. Hey, Trump, you better get your vest. This nigga just put a target on your motherfucking back. This nigga just threatened the president of the United States. This nigga here is cocky. Hey, Trump, man, get your vest, man. This nigga just tried to wage a war on you.
Black person is not scared, is not fearful. They're not afraid to die. They understand that this is life and that violence has to be an option.
No, violence don't have to be an option. Hey, smart, intelligent black people, do not listen to this nigga right here. Violence does not have to be an option. Do not think that you're going to have to go out and start motherfucking doing shit to white people because Trump got elected or re-elected. Do not listen to this nigga. Talking about violence has to be an option. This nigga is not going to go out and do shit to nobody. So don't you go out there and do nothing for this motherfucker. Do not put your family in jeopardy going to jail, leaving your family while you go to jail listening to this fucking stupid nigga. Violence is not a fucking option at all if Trump get elected. If that's the case, violence would have been an option this election. Yo, thanks for the donation. Savan Black, good looking. Don't listen to this nigga. Do not.
Give us some time. One more hashtag. I know we're at the breaking point. There's a new Negro, and that new Negro, that new black person is not scared, is not fearful. They're not afraid to die. They understand that this is life and that violence has to be an option. What will give us some time to really step into the momentum of the unity and love is let's get Trump out of office. If Trump's in office, there's going to be bloodshed.
Well, then you're going to have Trump's supporters who pissed off that he's not in there no more. So they're going to get buck regardless.
Yeah, if they get buck,
we got him up.
No, if they get buck, I wish they would.
Yo, this nigga, yo. Hey, white supremacist people. If y'all listening to this and y'all taking this shit as a threat, that don't come from all black people. Y'all go see him with that shit. Do not be out here start slaughtering innocent black people because of this motherfucker's words. He's threatening y'all. All black people don't resent his sentiments. So y'all white supremacists, y'all go see this motherfucker. If anything goes wrong with this election, y'all go see him. Do not be killing my innocent black people in the street because we don't fucking we don't fuck with this motherfucker right here anyway. He is not on the front line of shit. He got people that worked for him for 15 years in a homeless shelter right now. He won't even fucking give a place to fucking rest. We don't follow this nigga's sentiments with these fucking threats.
Well, then you're going to have Trump's supporters who
give us some time to really step into the momentum of the unity and love is let's get Trump out of office. If Trump's in office, there's going to be bloodshed.
Well, then you
This nigga is threatening the goddamn president of the United States, yo. This nigga is bugging. It's going to be bloodshed. Puff, what fucking gun are you picking up? Niggas been dying around you your whole fucking career. You ain't shot shit, nigga.
have Trump's supporters who pissed off that he's not in there no more. So they're going to get buck regardless.
Yeah, if they get buck,
we got him up.
No, if they get buck, I wish they would.
Word.
If they get buck, we're going to eat their arms off. We're not going to keep on playing with these people. You know? We have one job first right now, and that's to get Trump out of office. And then what we could do that is a nonviolent action.
Look, so what he's saying is we get Trump out, then it could be nonviolent. Trump in there is going to be violence. This nigga is really threatening the goddamn motherfucking president, yo. In the motherfucking KKK. This nigga is really threatening these niggas like he bout it. Yo, this nigga is tripping.
They get buck, we're gonna eat their arms off. We're not gonna keep on playing with these people. You know? We have one job first right now, and that's to get Trump out of office. And then what we could do that is a nonviolent action is we could mobilize and organize politically.
Yeah, you know, when you keep talking about mobilizing and organizing, that's literally all you've been doing your entire career, though.
Yes.
Like, you mobilize people to go to the liquor store. You mobilize people to buy records. You mobilize people, you know, to buy clothes. Like, you should be able to do that when it comes to politics.
You have a lot of scary people. People are with, you know, incremental change. That's not going to get us anywhere. If we stay on this trajectory, in 30 years, we'll have zero wealth. And all of that is tied back to if we unify. If we don't unify politically, we don't unify economically, and most importantly, we don't unify in love, then we're not going to last.
Puff, what love? Get your man out the homeless shelter. Love, nigga. You don't know what love is. That man on the internet begging you for help, worked for you for 15 years. What do you mean unify? Ain't there one of y'all niggas been in no neighborhood since this pandemic doing shit? Y'all niggas want to give out turkeys on Thanksgiving. This shit is fucking worse than that.
They have us on a planned trajectory for 30 years for my daughters and sons to be broke.
Who were they? Who are they, Puff? Who are they? The niggas is getting ready to shut down Hollywood in the industry. They getting ready to take all your assets.
Everybody to be broke, like zero wealth.
I wonder if we should be the ones having.
That's why they gotta get Trump out.
We be standing by the people who really do this for a living and empowering them.
When I build my businesses, I put best in class in there. So our Black Party is going to have best in class in all areas, people from our community. And we have to unapologetically do that. And sometimes people are in big positions. You may be working at Google. You may be working at this bank. You have to come and give that information to your people. So it's bigger than me. And it's bigger than any one of us.
Did you have a relationship with Trump?
Hold on. This nigga, did it just get dark on us? That's how you know this shit ain't even no straight through interview. That shit went from day to night real quick.
Should we be standing by the people who really do this for a living and empowering them?
When I build my businesses, I put best in class in there. So our Black Party is going to have best in class in all areas, people from our community. And we have to unapologetically do that. And sometimes people are in big positions. You may be working at Google. You may be working at this bank. You have to come and give that information to your people. So it's bigger than me. And it's bigger than any one of us.
Did you have a relationship with Trump ever? You know, Trump loved the hip hop community at one point. Hip hop loved him.
He would pop up at events. We respected him as a shrewd businessman. He definitely embodied the hip hop spirit. But God had different plans for him. God wanted to use him.
This is where I need everybody to pay attention. Right? Now, Charlamagne just asked Diddy or Puffy or Diddy Bop, whatever the fuck his name is, just asked him, didn't you have a relationship with Trump? He said, yeah, but God wanted to use him to do other things. If God is using Trump for anything, wouldn't it be for good? If God is using him for something, right? God, that's what he said. God wants to use him. So if God is using for Trump, wouldn't it be for good if God is using him? Look what the fuck this nigga just said. This is where you see the good versus evil. I can't fuck with Trump no more because he on the side of good now. Pay attention.
So it's bigger than me. And it's bigger than any one of us.
Did you have a relationship with Trump ever? You know, Trump loved the hip hop community at one point. Hip hop loved him.
He would pop up at events. We respected him as a shrewd businessman. He definitely embodied the hip hop spirit. But God had different plans for him. God wanted to use him in this moment for change. He wanted to.
God wanted to use him. If God wanted to use Trump for change, stop the pedophilia, child trafficking, adrenochrome shit going on in Hollywood and everything. If God is using him for change, what's wrong with that? If God is using Trump, what's wrong with that? Pay attention. Pay attention.
Did you have a relationship with Trump ever? You know, Trump loved the hip hop community at one point. Hip hop loved him.
He would pop up at events. We respected him as a shrewd businessman. He definitely embodied the hip hop spirit. But God had different plans for him. God wanted to use him in this moment for change. He wanted to use Trump to expose the
oh, wait, y'all, wait. Oh, buddy. He just got fucked up. God wanted him to use to expose the pedophilia, the child trafficking, Hollywood. This nigga just lost his thoughts. Look at him. Did he study this whole interview? He had to cover his fucking face. Did y'all see this shit?
Did you have a relationship with Trump ever? You know, Trump loved the hip hop community at one point. Hip hop loved him.
He would pop up at events. We respected him as a shrewd businessman. He definitely embodied the hip hop spirit, but God had different plans for him. God wanted to use him in this moment for change. He wanted to use Trump to expose the level of racism that's been hidden.
And you
God wanted to use Trump to expose the level of racism. Racism's been here forever. This is a subliminal message to the cult. Trump, God is using Trump to expose racism. Y'all believe that shit? That whole face cover shit tells it all. God is using Trump to expose the pedophilia, the fucking human trafficking, the evilness in Hollywood. This motherfucker said God is using Trump to expose racism. This nigga's caught. He's fucking caught. They all caught. Y'all motherfuckers is caught. Do not vote for fucking Biden. If you feel like I'm capping for Trump, then don't fucking vote for Trump. But don't fucking vote for Biden. I'm telling y'all. If Biden get in that shit, this is the motherfucking Pied Piper leading the motherfucking sheep to the slaughter. Y'all just saw it your motherfucking self. Watch this shit one more time.
Shrewd businessman. He definitely embodied the hip hop spirit, but God had different plans for him. God wanted to use him in this moment for change. He wanted to use Trump to expose the level of racism that's been hidden.
And you operating from a place of no fear. Do you think that they will try to threaten your bottom line?
I don't have no fear. I believe in my people. I believe that, that we're gonna stick together. Yeah, I don't have no fear how they gonna feel about this. Somebody need to be telling them this shit because they too reckless. I wouldn't be loved if I wasn't saying this. If we mob up, we will break them easily. But if you're not mobbing up, due to the situations we in right now to go to really take advantage of this moment, it's not going to happen overnight. It's a marathon, not a sprint.
Until we have a system that serves us, right? What can we do as a people to continue building and growing in this country? Just amongst each other.
Speak up, man.
This is where he started taking shots at Jay-Z. He don't want to say Jay-Z, and I know y'all motherfuckers feel like, oh, Chuck always talking about Jay-Z. I'm the nigga that just got the fucking heart to say it because all these motherfucking bitch ass niggas is scared to death. Right now, he's talking about Jay-Z. He's saying, nigga, where the fuck you at? Speak up, nigga. He just gonna call him king. We know exactly who the fuck he talking about. Watch.
But if you're not mobbing up, due to the situations we in right now to go to really take advantage of this moment, it's not going to happen overnight. It's a marathon, not a sprint.
Until we have a system that serves us, right? What can we do as a people to continue building and growing in this country? Just amongst each other.
Speak up, man. Speak up. Speak up. Do something. And that's whatever you can do to every day to move it forward.
To mobilize people for something that can really create some change in our communities. I think you're doing that now.
Yeah.
I think you're doing that now by simply using your voice and directing people towards the right people. That's what I said when it's like, yo, yeah, that's Tamika Mallory over there. That's Tesla Figueroa over there. That's Nina Turner over there. That's Angela Rye over there. Like,
everybody he just named has a biased agenda. Tamika Mallory, Like all of Angela Rye, these are all the same people that wouldn't even fucking correspond with Jessica Reed. And they fucking Tamika Mallory never say shit about Jay-Z and Beyonce when they fucking wrong. This bullshit. When Beyonce was wearing Gucci, when the old Gucci shit was going on, they didn't say nothing, but they was attacking everybody else. So everybody just named is all part of the same agenda. So fuck them too.
Let's point people in the direction. Let's watch Bellamy over there. Let's point people in the direction of people who are doing that work all the time.
Exactly. And that's what we could come together and do and make sure that also we have a younger generation. We can still support, no disrespect to the people that brought us to this point. You know what I'm saying? I give thanks and I thank God for the people that were actually fighting to get us to this point. Now we got to join them. We got to join them. And another thing, my message to the kings before we get off.
Right here. This is where you start talking about Jay. The message to the kings. Charlamagne talking about, oh, who you talking about? The black people that vote? Then fucking Diddy stutters. He don't want to say Jay name. That's what I hate about fucking bitch assness. Say the fucking nigga name. Y'all keep making me look like a fucking troll. Say his name, nigga.
To this point, you know what I'm saying? I give thanks and I thank God for the people that were actually fighting to get us to this point. Now we got to join them.
Why now? You should have been did that.
And another thing, my message to the kings before we get off, we got to really get into this fight. We're really
Hey Jay, he talking to you. Message to the king. We got to get in this fight. You the only absent nigga. He talking to you, nigga. He talking to you, nigga. And all you motherfucking Jay-Z stand niggas say, oh, Chuck, you always talking about, fuck y'all. He talking to Jay. He's talking to fucking Jay. Say his name, Puff. You fucking scared ass niggas. Say his fucking name.
For the people that were actually fighting to get us to this point. Now we got to join them. We got to join them. And another thing, my message to the kings before we get off, we got to really get into this fight. We're really absent in this war.
Yeah, y'all niggas absent. This whole fucking year. George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, the Atlanta shit, the fucking other guy that got killed, motherfucking the pandemic. Y'all niggas have been in, y'all, you goddamn right, y'all been, what's the urgency now, nigga? Cause Trump about to get 4 more years and clean y'all Hollywood ass niggas out. Good versus evil. You said right. God is using Trump for change to expose y'all niggas. And y'all need to get rid of that nigga by any means. Yeah. Yeah. Jay, he's talking to you right now, Jay. Y'all been absent, King. Where you at, King? Puff reaching out. Yo, Jay, you ain't calling me. This is a subliminal cry out to Jay. Yo, Jay, where you at? Is Jay dead? They cloned this nigga? Even Puff don't even know where the fuck this nigga at. This is cry out to Jay. Yo, we absent. Where the fuck you at, nigga? Pay attention. Who the fuck else is he talking about? Remember, it was the 2 kings at the last Rock Nation brunch. Him and Puff standing at the top of the hill. Pay attention.
That brought us to this point. You know what I'm saying? I give thanks and I thank God for the people that were actually fighting to get us to this point. Now we got to join them. We got to join them. And another thing, my message to the kings before we get off, we got to really get into this fight. We're really absent in this war. We're really absent in this war.
You mean the lack of black men who vote?
Just not going to go too deep in it.
Why, nigga? Say his name. Why you can't say his fucking name? Why? I'm not going to go in too deep into it. Why? This is a fucking PSA. This is a state of emergency. Why wouldn't you get deep into this? You getting deep into everything else right now? Why wouldn't you say it, motherfucker? Say his name. I hate y'all niggas. Fucking make me look like a fucking hater. Say his fucking name, niggas.
For the people that were actually fighting to get us to this point. Now we got to join them. We got to join them. And another thing, my message to the kings before we get off.
Message to Jay-Z.
Really get into this fight. We're really absent in this war. We're really absent in this war.
You mean the lack of black men who vote?
Just I'm not going to go too deep in it, but the front line is really full of a lot of
It is.
banging by themselves, taking a lot of disrespect, you know.
Cause y'all niggas ain't helping. Y'all just hiding. Now y'all know what you're talking about? Y'all gonna agree with me?
We just gotta be there. We gotta be there more to make sure we supporting how hard they going. You know what I'm saying? We gotta follow their lead.
All our greatest leaders right now are black women.
Yeah.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Excuse me, black women, for a second. Please don't be mad at me for this one. Charlamagne saying all our leaders are black women right now, and that's a fact. Name them, Charlamagne. Who are our black leaders today? Right now, that's a fact. Give me 3. No disrespect to any black woman right now. But what black leaders are women right now? That's a fact. Jessica Reed? That's who you talking about, Charlamagne? Jessica Reed? What black women leaders do we have right now? No disrespect to any black women right now. But in the political arena, in the culture, what black women, all our black leaders right now are women. We ain't even got no fucking black men as leaders. So what black women is this motherfucker talking about? Megan Thee Stallion? You gotta be killing me.
So I give thanks to God for black women, and I want to just say, you know, to all the black kings out there, let's stop playing.
What were your
Jay-Z? He's talking to you, Jay. To all my black kings out there, let's stop playing. He's talking to you, Jay.
We just got to be there. We got to be there more to make sure we supporting how hard they going. You know what I'm saying? We got to follow their lead.
All our greatest leaders right now are black women.
Yeah.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
So I give thanks to God for black women, and I want to just say, you know, to all the black kings out there, let's stop playing.
What will your legacy be when it comes to advancing black political power?
My legacy will be that I played my part. You know what I'm saying? And I went all out on my...
Puff, your legacy is going to be every motherfucker that fucked with you damn near was murdered or died broke. Keep that shit real with yourself, nigga. Your legacy is that niggas all around you, from Wolf to Big, all kind of niggas died around you and died broke. That's what your legacy is going to be. You fucked a lot of people, nigga.
Business ventures and the records that I've made, it's coming with that level of soul and intensity and, you know, fearlessness.
Word. I'm riding with you.
I'll give you fearlessness, nigga, because you ain't got no fear when it come to robbing niggas.
King.
So, real quick, this whole shit to get Biden in the office after this motherfucker just said for a whole fucking 30 minutes, Instagram is over. Hold on, y'all, 1 second. One second, y'all. I had to turn the Instagram back on. It cut off. Welcome back, Instagram. To make a long story short, In conclusion,
Black Party.
I can't even look at this nigga face. In conclusion, Puff said, from what Puff's saying, there's no reason for anybody black to vote for Biden. He said he's not qualified, but due to Trump being a racist, we need to get Trump out of office just because he's a racist. Not for no other reason, but for him to be a racist. Trump has a plan for black people. Finally, we may get some type of reparations. Trump has put things in place for the HBCUs, schooling, medical, all kinds of stuff that benefits us as Americans and as black people. Biden has not given us nothing to look forward for right now at all. Nothing. But putting a black woman next to him to make us feel like he cares about black people. I don't know. Well, I do know what Puff's aim is, to get Trump out, because Trump is going to destroy the entertainment industry. And when these Epstein flight logs come out and everything, if Trump is out of the office, he ain't going to have the same power that he had to clear up this pedophilia, human trafficking ring as he would as if he was still president. So now we see what's the urgency to get him out. You know what I'm saying? Because this nigga just sat here and said, fuck Biden, but we need Biden in there so Trump could stop whatever he's trying to do. And he said, the thing that I caught most is Trump is doing God's work. He's creating change. He's exposing those words right there. God, oh, Trump is doing God's work. He's creating change. If Trump is doing something for God, how could it be bad? That shit is crazy. That shit is crazy. And before I go, I want to say, this is how I know that this is a whole agenda against Trump. And these people is just as racist as they trying to say Trump is racist. You know what I'm saying? Or prejudice. Tamika Mallory and them, they having a damn rally tomorrow or this weekend in New York City, right? And they bringing Breonna Taylor's mother to meet another woman who child was killed in a similar fashion as Breonna Taylor in 1984. This happened in 84, right? They bring these two women together to have a rally to vote, but they using Breonna Taylor's mother and this other girl's mother to say, oh, the police kill people, but they rallying in front of Trump's hotel. What the fuck Trump got to do with motherfucking Breonna Taylor getting killed? Or this lady 26 years ago, family member getting killed? Why are y'all rallying in front of Trump's hotel and not the fucking police commissioner's house or the governor's house or one police plaza? Why are y'all doing it in front of Trump's hotel? Because y'all are fucking prejudiced. Y'all going to try to use fucking Breonna Taylor as and show racism within the cops and bring it in front of Trump's business to influence the people to vote for Biden because Trump's a racist, and y'all gonna use Breonna Taylor's mother and use the sympathy of people thinking about Breonna Taylor to persuade them to vote for Biden. That's some cold ass shit y'all doing. That's some cold ass shit y'all doing. That is fucking harassment. Y'all harassing Trump's business where Breonna Taylor shit ain't got nothing to do with him to get people to vote for Biden. And y'all calling this man a racist? Why y'all not taking that shit to the police? Breonna Taylor ain't even from New York City. Why are y'all protesting in front of Trump business, holding a fucking voting rally with Breonna Taylor mother there? What do that got to do with fucking Trump? This is why I don't trust Tamika Mallory and them. Y'all holding a fucking voting rally in front of Trump's business about fucking police brutality instead of taking that shit to the police, to the fucking police captain's house, the fucking the commissioner's house. Why are y'all always going anywhere but to the police about police shit? I wouldn't go to that rally. It's about voting. Why is it in front of Trump's joint? Register to vote in front of Trump shit with Breonna Taylor's mother there. Why is Breonna Taylor's mother having a speaking for Trump a vote to vote for Biden? Y'all don't see the fucking shit? And we supposed to trust Tamika Mallory and them? That shit is harassment. Y'all going in front of this man's business. He ain't got shit to do with Breonna Taylor. Why ain't y'all taking that shit to the police? It's too much, yo, man. I said what I said. I hope somebody recorded this because I'm not going to save it. Not on YouTube, I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Because I know they're going to flag it. You know what I'm saying? But I hope that some of y'all recorded this. I hope that y'all re-uploaded it. But I'm not saying I'm for Trump. I'm not for nobody. But if I got to weigh the scale tips to me to fuck with Trump than to fuck with these satanic motherfuckers. Who I rather fuck with, a racist or alleged pedophile ring? Motherfuckers that fuck with kids and shit. And if you don't follow me on Instagram, I'm at Real Choke No Joke. If you don't subscribe to my YouTube, please do. But go look on my page on my Instagram and look at Real Choke No Joke and look how many pictures you see Diddy hanging with Trump. And remember what Diddy said here. Yeah, Trump was cool. He embodied their prosperity. We all rocked with him. But now he's doing God's work. He's creating the change. If he's doing something for God, how is it wrong?